Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. Now, if you've seen my other content and you like the direction that my channel was going, like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. Now, today's topic is going to be about my clothing brand, which is called ICONIQ American Wear, and I launched it back in 2015. So, ICONIQ has two different definitions, alright, and I'm going to go over those definitions in a second, but first I want to give you a little quick background on how I came to the idea to launch a clothing company and what happened from then until now. So I was leaving the university in November of 2015, and to be honest, I didn't make it. I only had one semester left, and there was two exams that I failed 3 times, which was advanced mathematics, and the other one was statistics. Now, I've never been very good at either one of those subjects, and I really gave it my all. I had a tutor and everything like that, but I was at a German university, and honestly, their standard kicked my ass. And I basically failed, and I had 2 choices, which was one, to leave the university, and the other one was to pay out of pocket about $8,000 for the next semester, because it was a private university, in order to retake those classes and then write my bachelor thesis. So to be honest, I walked away from the university because I had spent 3 years there, and I had fully used my military benefit of the 9/11 bill, post 9/11 GI Bill, in order to pay for the university. I've never really been one who was burning on school, and I always thought to myself, man, fuck this shit. To be honest, I thought, fuck this shit. And I was back home, and I was very upset, and I started thinking to myself, man, I should start my own company. I have what it takes. I have a lot of ideas. So what I did is I decided to stay up all night, and I was not going to go to sleep until something hit me. And to my luck, right when I was dozing off, like at 6 in the morning, the idea of ICONIQ American Wear hit me. I started taking some notes. I created the logo. I soon met up with a designer, and I used the rest of my money and my savings to actually get this company started. Paying for the trademark, getting my first order out of Turkey for it cost me almost it cost me about $3,000 total to get my first order from Turkey, which was 300 shirts, 150 black, 150 white, and then the sizes went from small up to extra large. My wife also supported me by helping me to buy a heat press, and we basically turned the back of her salon into a small office for ICONIQ. And during that time, I was all about creating a social media following, and also through my little hustle, I was going throughout the city and selling my shirts. My mom took part, my brother took part, and I was just sending shirts back to the United States. And honestly, we were clicking. We sold easily half of the shirts, and I made a decent return. And I had an awesome special going, which was 1 shirt for 20 and 2 for 30. And shipping and handling, you had to pay extra. But yeah, so I went to 2 major events. One was called the Out for Fame Festival in Germany, which is a rap concert where they invite a lot of the famous rappers from the United States over to Germany so that they can perform. I was at a 3-day festival, and I saw Method Man, Redman, Rick Ross, Deru the Damager. We saw Onyx. We saw who else? De La Soul. Slick Rick. I actually met Slick Rick and shook his hand and took pictures and everything. Now, we wound up also giving shirts to all these guys for free, and we sold quite a few shirts while we were at the festival. I mean, not that many, but to be honest, we were an unknown brand, and I was limited on a budget, and I was honestly just jumping into something head first. But people respected the hustle. People started to like the brand, and I was getting a lot of visibility. Creative flyers, were handing them out everywhere. And honestly, I didn't really know the ins and outs of the business, but I was just following my heart at the time. And that wound up leading me to my next opportunity, where I went to, it's called the Street Style Con, which is short for Street Style Convention. And it was like a little fashion show. The Les Twins were there, them dudes that be breakdancing and doing all that. They were there. A couple other famous German rappers were there. I took pictures with a lot of these guys, and we shook hands, and my little Instagram was jumping and all of that. But towards the end of 2017, I decided to kind of pull the cord on ICONIQ. Not necessarily kill it, but to pull back, restructure the idea, save some money from the job that I was working at the time, and to relaunch with a better strategy. And since then, ICONIQ has basically been in the incubation stage, and but we still have some inventory. So if you guys are interested in a shirt, you can check out the description box below, and I've made it feasible so that my wife and I can basically coordinate to get you a nice shirt. I mean, the shirts were pretty nice. The only thing that's changed a little bit is the logo, or not the logo, but the definition of ICONIQ, which I'm about to get into. All right. So check out the description box below if you're still interested in some shirts. I think we still have like maybe 50 shirts left. The rest of them have been sold since a while, but I still have people that wear them. You know, every once in a while I'll go through Cologne City and I'll still see somebody wearing it. And remember the last time a dude was walking up with a group of females and he was drinking a beer and all that, had a nice haircut, looked fresh, and he had the black one on, right? And I looked from a distance and one of my boys bumped me before I came out to this job in Kuwait. He bumped me. He was like, "Hey man, I still believe in ICONIQ, dog." And I was like, "Why you say that?" And he goes, "Man, look, bro, it's people that you don't even know still rocking that shit." And I looked down and I was like, "Dude, that's Adidas." He was like, "No, that's ICONIQ." And I was looking, I was like, "Hell yeah, it is." And I gotta say, it's a beautiful feeling knowing that I created something that people still find, let's say, fashionably trendy. So there's no lost hope. It's just I had to, you know, put it back into the incubation stage, and I'm gonna relaunch with a vengeance. All right. But ICONIQ American Wear basically means two things. All right. So first of all, let me tell you about the logo. The logo, a lot of people are confused about it. Basically, it's a diamond crown that got smashed down. It's a gold crown that got smashed down. So, and you know, the little sparkles are supposed to represent diamonds. Now, the reason why I did that is because if you think about the idea of a diamond gold crown, I smashed it down because pressure creates diamonds. And I feel like all of us, we all have something special within us, and it's up to us to dig deep and find it. But you'll only be able to find it through pressure being applied to your life. And the world that we live in is always trying to smash us down and tell us that we're not good enough. So that's why I wanted the crown to be flat. All right. And ICONIQ itself has two meanings. There's a noun and then there's an adjective that represents the people that I would like to bring into this culture. Okay, because it's not just a brand. Like, I'm trying to create a culture of following, you know, where when you walk into the store and you buy ICONIQ, you feel a certain way, and that's what I'm trying to engage. So one definition of ICONIQ is ideal creations of novel innate quality. That's the original definition that I came up with. But when I relaunched, I've changed it to be ideal clothing of neat, impeccable quality, because that's exactly what it is. I want clothing that stands out, that has a statement, that has high quality, and that is different from all these other brands. You know what I mean? The market is totally saturated, but I'm trying to bring an Ohio style, which is totally head to toe fitting. In Ohio, a lot of people get us mixed up with people from New York because, you know, we talk fast, we think fast, we dress clean, we dress fresh. And Ohio style is basically everything that you wearing has to fucking match. I'm trying to bring that style, the hip hop influence and all of that, into the German style, European style, which is more casual, more like mature, the way that they dress. And I want to mix those two so that you have a beautiful blend, so Americans and people in Europe can find a style that is like blending both worlds, right? I want clothing that honestly, when you rock it, you can wear it anywhere and it still fits, like a sweatsuit. It's so clean, you could work out in it, you could go run in it, you could chill in the house in it, you can show up on a date in it, you can go run your Sunday errands in it, you can take your kid out to the park with it. Like, in either way, people gonna look at it and think, damn, that shit fresh. All right. The slogan is don't just be fresh, be iconic. Because being fresh is one thing, but iconic is another thing, and I'm about to get to it. So the I stands for intelligent, the C stands for confident, the O stands for original, the N stands for neat, The other I stands for interesting, and the Q stands for quintessential. So if you think about it, intelligent means having a good understanding or high mental capacity, quick to comprehend. I love people who show intelligence. We live in a world where everybody's dumbed down. You know, you listen to all these rapper songs, you love their songs and all of that, and then you listen to their interview and it's almost making you cringe at how this fool can't even really convey a direct message. You know, it's like he's thinking very slow and he's saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, after every single sentence, and even though he ain't really said shit. So I'm trying to appeal to people who admire intelligence. Confidence, or confident. Having strong belief or full assurance, sure of oneself, having no uncertainty. By being confident, you can seriously get everything you want in this life, because in order to really attain big things, you have to first have a strong conviction and belief in yourself, and everything else will follow through. Original, belonging or pertaining to the origin or beginning of something. I'm the first person in my entire family that's trying to create a clothing line. I feel like I'm the first one who's trying to create a meaningful company that is not just driven about profit and trend. I'm trying to create timeless clothing that honestly will stand out, that really captures the essence of all how black people dress in Ohio. All of us stay fresh, man. And I feel like our style really could be on the world stage. Neat, clean and orderly, arranged in a tidy way. That is me down to the core. Anybody who knows me, and if you even see my other video about cleanliness is next to godliness, I want that to be represented in my clothes. You know what I mean? None of these wild and crazy looking ass patterns. None of these skinny jeans with ripped holes and all this other bullshit. I'm not down with trends. I want grown man swag. I want stuff that honestly has bold colors. I want a black sweatsuit with nice red piping that look all crispy, and then at the same time create an inverse of it where it's a red sweatsuit that has the black, you know, piping looking all crispy. I want stuff that fits the shoes that we wear. You know what I mean? Where if you like wearing some J's, you like getting the 13s, you like wearing the 11s or whatever. I got a sweatsuit that goes perfectly hand in hand with this with the J's. I want you to be able to wear some Timberlands and it fit perfectly with the color of the cardigan that I bring out, or the Troyer sweater that I bring out with the little army fatigue pants that go along with it. You see? Interesting. Engaging or exciting and holding attention or curiosity, arousing feelings. That's what I want you to do. When you see ICONIQ, I want you to think that it's sophisticated. You know, it fits in a certain category. You know, it catches your eye. The story behind it is interesting. I'm keeping it real. I'm transparent. I failed the university and then I just started to start my company because I realized when I was even working, while I was at the university, I was wearing a suit, tie, getting good paid money, but I looked left and right inside of an office where people didn't even have dreams. All they did was work a job. So that's the reason why I created a company, because I want to do something where I could give back. I want to be a black entrepreneur that shows my family that it's possible. And I want to create something that allows me to pour all of these cool ideas that I have into something and create a purpose. Maybe one day I can even hire my family. Maybe one day when I die, I can pass off a company that actually meant something. And it wasn't just driven because I want to get rich or I want to make money and extort people. It has a real good meaning behind it. And I'm trying to mentor people at the same time. Quintessential, representing the most perfect or typical example of a quality or class. This is the quintessential hustler brand. This is the quintessential, like if you think about what's a quintessential athlete, he's gonna probably be strong, agile, fast, and he's gonna be, let's say, good at any sport you throw him in. The quintessential player will be somebody who is charming and knows how to manipulate women. You know what I mean? Kind of like the standard. This is the quintessential brand. This is a quintessential movement that I'm trying to start. I want you to be the quintessential man, you know, having all the abilities of somebody that's what you would look up to in a man. That's what I want you to be when you rock ICONIQ, you know. So that's the qualities I'm looking for. Intelligent, confident, original, neat, interesting, quintessential. You're all those things. You fit perfectly to my brand. So that's pretty much what it is, you know. And Like, I've been going through rough times. Like, all of us going through rough times, you know. But I'm not giving up on my dream of creating one of the illest clothing lines. I don't care if I get mass appeal. I don't care if, you know, I'm up there with Calvin Klein and all this other bullshit. Because then when you get up to that level, then that's when it starts getting corrupt. That's when people start trying to get at you and you get lawsuits and all this other. I don't care. I just want a nice ass website, which I already have made. You guys just ain't gonna see it yet. Where everybody, if they want, can be chilling in their crib, looking on their phone and being like, "Ugh, I like that fit." And when you order it, I'm not gonna just send you a regular ass, plain ass package. You know, I want to send you something that's real off the chain and give you a nice gift. You know, I want to hook you up with some fly stuff, and that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but all great things take time to process. So that's the little breakdown of my company and what it actually means. You know, you got the two definitions: the noun, ideal clothing of neat, impeccable quality, and you have the adjective, which is I want people who are intelligent, confident, original, neat, interesting, and quintessential. You know, we trying to make a movement here. It ain't all just about clothes. So, you know, we got the 2 T-shirts. If you guys are interested, you can check it out in the description box below. And I think I'm gonna cut this video short. That's a thorough explanation. You guys can check out my little social media. The little links are down there. But honestly, I've kind of fell back into the incubation stage, and I'm not making no moves. So you'll notice that, you know, on my Instagram, I took down I had like 100 and some photos. I took it all down to like 8 or 9. You know, just bringing it all the way back down to the foundation. Same thing with Facebook. I haven't made any posts because honestly, I learned a lot from my last launch. And the next time when I launch, I want it to be right. So in the meantime, if y'all want the shirts, just holler at me. You know, we'll make it happen. And like, comment, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all later.